Jai Guruji Maharaj, Shukrana Guruji Maharaj. With folded hands and gratitude in my heart, I bow to the lotus feet of a beloved Guruji. With his divine grace and due permission, I would like to start the reading of chapter 92, Satsang number 88 from the holy book Light of Divinity. एक takia bharosa tere charno da. Only your lotus feet are my refuge, O Lord. I had to quit my well-paid job because of strange reasons. I knew that since I had good experience, it would not be difficult for me to find another. I kept on applying for jobs to no avail. I faced successive failures for 4 to 6 months. I lost my confidence and faith in God and faced social humiliation. Frustration and dissatisfaction began creeping up and my bank balance started reducing. I went to the extent of telling my wife to buy some pesticide and end our lives. I knew it was a bad decision, but I was left with no option. At this juncture, I received a phone call from my friend. On his advice, I went to Guruji. I saw a saint sitting and talking to the people around him. Shabads were being played. Tea and langar were being served. I went to Guruji after langar to seek his blessings and returned home. I did not say anything to Guruji, keeping to my friend's advice that one need not ask Guruji for anything since he knows everything. I thought that I had gone to Guruji in pain and was returning in pain without any cure. If I could not express my pain to him, how would he come to know what I need? And if I cannot ask for what I need, then what was the point of going to him? My friend insisted that I go again, but I refused and told him Guruji cannot do anything because I have not told him my problem. Being an educated and literate man, I cannot believe that he is God and knows everything. The very next day, I got an interview letter for a good position. I called up my friend. He said that this was because of Guruji's blessing. I disagreed, pointing out that I had applied for the job 15 days ago. The interview went well and I was waiting for the results. To my surprise, I was rejected. I was shattered. I stopped applying for jobs and 2 months went by. My situation was desperate and my friend called me again and this time he commanded me to go to Guruji. I went to Guruji knowing that there was no harm in trying it out and knowing that I had nothing to lose. The situation could not become worse. I was watching the Sangat take leave of Guruji. I was praying hard, telling Guruji that only he could help me, for I had tried everything and was done with it. Time and again, the words of the Shabad I had listened to that very evening, "Ik takia bharosa tere charno da, aur sab bedhaniya de diya," would come to my mind. There were only a dozen people left when Guruji got up and came to me. He said, "Hor wahi tu kidda aaya hai? How come you are here?" I was unnerved to discover how Guruji knew that I denied his existence, but I could not utter a word. I was just able to mutter a low Guruji when he asked me whom I had come with. I replied with great difficulty that I had come with my wife and he called her. I ran outside and called her back in. Guruji asked her name and then uttered his golden words. "Chal, ja tera kalyan kar deta. I have blessed you." I could not get up from the floor for the next 2 to 3 minutes. With Guruji's blessings, I began applying for jobs. I found an opening over the net, applied, and the next day I got the call. I went to meet the vice president and managing director of the company, and it seemed as if they were waiting for me. In 10 minutes, a letter was issued in my name. The same evening, I came to Guruji as I wanted to apologize for my misdeeds. I accepted where I was wrong and most importantly, I really wanted to thank him. When it was time to leave him, I went ahead of the queue. Guruji looked at me and then lent his ear. I told Guruji that I had been jobless for 9 months, but with his blessings, I had got a job. Guruji was silent and then said, "Jafir, Ashkar, go then, enjoy." His words have come true. Not only do I have fun at my job, but also all the tasks entrusted to me go off perfectly. Everyone is impressed. I am convinced Guruji is doing it. I often tell people that earlier I was alive, only now have I started living. He who gave the pain will give the cure. The very first day I went to Guruji, my knees were paining severely. I went to see a doctor and was told that the ligaments of the knees had got damaged. I was advised rest and told to desist from moving the knee. Medication was prescribed. The pain used to be unbearable. When my friend called up and asked me to visit Guruji, I told him that the first day I went for Guruji's darshan, my ligaments got damaged. I had gone to seek a job, I continued but had returned with agonizing pain. My friend kept quiet. 2 months later, the knee pain was gone. When I went to Guruji again on my friend's advice, the knee pain started all over again. I went to the doctor again and he advised an expensive treatment. I had little money to spare, and with the knee problem, going to Guruji became even more hard. I was hardly able to walk. One day I prayed to Guruji to give me strength. I was able to put myself in the car, drive and reach Empire Estate. As I was leaving, I prayed to Guruji mentally, "Tumhi ne dard diya hai, tum hi dawa dena." You have given the pain, you will give the medicine too. The very next moment, the pain was gone. To confirm that my knee troubles were over, I visited the doctor. He was more surprised than me to find the knees okay. I have not seen a doctor's face since. Guruji does not have to speak to individuals to cure them. You get a strong feeling he is commanding you to do something, and when you obey, you are saved from some problem. I quit smoking. I used to smoke 30 to 35 cigarettes a day and was suffering from acute acidity and a gastric problem. I was smoking one day and had a very strong feeling that Guruji was commanding me to stop smoking. I threw my pack of cigarettes away. Today I know why Guruji told me to stop smoking. My doctor says had I not done so, I would have developed an ulcer and this might have led to cancer. Can you believe it? A disease was cured before its symptoms appeared. Guruji is my friend, philosopher, guide, doctor, teacher, and I can feel Guruji's presence in any form in everyday life. He appears to his devotees in the form they best love. He can perform all the roles with grace because he is the ultimate. He is Shiva. Initially, it is difficult to accept that the human being walking, talking, eating in front of us is God. Since our childhood, we have been indoctrinated into believing that a person who looks human, has 4 to 8 hands, has a particular animal as his vehicle, is God. But this is just a symbolic representation. So we find it difficult to believe that we have been born in an era when God Shiva himself has come on earth to bless us. But the fact remains. Satsang of Sanjeev Kashyap. With this, first and foremost, I would like to seek forgiveness from our beloved Guruji for mistakes in the narration of this divine satsang. I would also like to seek forgiveness from each and every one of you for the same, and would like to invite you to the reading of next divine satsang from the holy book Light of Divinity. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you each and every one of you.